Let's be completely honest. War Thunder isn't a game about modern main battle tanks anymore. At rank 4, it has quietly turned into an artillery playground. Since the Kings of Battle update, every major nation has access to a 155mm delete button, and today we are looking at Germany's flavor of the month, the M109G. Sitting at battle rating 6.0, this thing promises the dream. Point, click, overpressure, and watch a heavy tank turn into a cloud of sad thoughts. But is it actually a dominant powerhouse in the German lineup, or is it just a massive, unarmored liability that baits you into a 13-second reload of pure panic? Today, we're doing an honest review of the M109G. No clickbait, no OMG, this is OP titles, just the raw truth, how to aim it, and why it might completely ruin your map awareness. Let's dive in. Now, if you've played the American M109, you might think they're identical. They aren't. The Bundeswehr bought these from the US and handed them over to Rheinmetall to give them a distinct German makeover. First up, the good stuff. They upgraded the breech and muzzle brake. In-game, this gives you a slightly different handling feel compared to the baseline American version. More importantly, instead of the classic American 50 cal, the Germans slapped a 7.62mm MG3A1 on the roof. This machine gun is a double-edged sword. On one hand, it fires at a staggering 1,200 rounds per minute. It shreds light open-topped vehicles and forces low-flying aircraft to think twice. On the other hand, it's a 7.62. You lose the heavy punch of the American 50 cal, meaning you can't rely on your machine gun to track an enemy tank or chew through the side of an armored car. Let's talk about the main reason you play this vehicle, the 155mm M126 howitzer. Your primary round is standard high explosive. On paper, it only has about 60mm of penetration. If you try to play this like a normal tank and shoot the thick frontal plate of an IS-2 or a Tiger II, you are going to get a big, beautiful hit marker, followed promptly by a one-way ticket back to the hangar. To unlock the true power of the M109G, you have to understand overpressure. When 7 kilograms of explosive filler detonate, the game calculates a massive blast radius. If that blast wave touches a piece of armor thin enough to fail, like a hull roof or a floor plate, the entire crew inside instantly dies. Your aim points are strictly fixed. The turret cheek. Shoot the lower half of an enemy's turret. The shell explodes, blasts downward through the paper-thin top deck of the hull, and deletes the driver and transmission. The cupola. If a tank is hull down behind a rock, shoot their commander's cupola. The explosion punches straight down through the roof, under the tank. If you can see the dirt beneath them, shoot the ground right between their tracks. The fragment blast punches through the belly armor. All right, let's bring this review back down to earth. What are the downsides? First off, armor, or rather, the total lack of it. The M109G is wrapped in roughly 30mm of aluminum. Aluminum in War Thunder is essentially cardboard that values its own privacy. Artillery fragments and light machine guns won't hurt you, but standard 50 cals and aircraft autocannons will saw you in half in seconds. But here is the weird paradox of the M109G. It is surprisingly survivable against actual tanks. You have a massive crew of 6 people. 5 of them live in that giant empty turret, spaced incredibly far apart. Because there is almost no solid armor to trigger the explosive fuse of APHE shells, enemy rounds often pass straight through your turret, killing one loader and destroying your gun breech, leaving the rest of your crew totally fine. It's a frustrating loop. You survive the shot, but you are left sitting there with a broken gun and a 16-second base reload time, praying your teammates save you. Mobility-wise, the M109G is shockingly nimble. With a top speed of 56 kilometers per hour and a decent power-to-weight ratio, you aren't a sluggish, heavy artillery piece. You can easily keep pace with medium tanks. This means you should never play this thing from your own spawn. The low muzzle velocity of a short-barrel 155mm means aiming over long distances requires serious calculation and precise map positioning. Instead, play the M109G like a highly aggressive close-quarters ambush brawler. Use city streets, hide that massive silhouette behind buildings, and pop out right as an enemy fires their shot. At 15 meters, you don't need to calculate drop. You just point at a turret ring and click. So, what is the final honest verdict on Germany's M109G? If you are looking for a reliable, highly consistent sniper to cleanly grind through rank Fu, stick to the Tiger II or the Jagged Panther. They have the armor and the high-velocity guns that forgive lazy aiming. But if you want a vehicle that breaks up the monotony of the standard German grind, something that offers pure, unadulterated dopamine when a shot lands perfectly, the M109G is an absolute must-play. It forces you to learn weak spots, map physics, and dynamic spacing, making you a fundamentally better War Thunder player. It's volatile. It's frustrating when volumetric armor robs your shell, but it is easily one of the most fun meme machines Germany has to offer. Let me know in the comments below. How are your 155mm shots landing lately? Do you prefer the German variant or the classic American version? If this video helped you out, hit that subscribe button. We are pushing hard for that 1,000 sub milestone, and every single one of you counts. Drop a like, good luck on the grind, and I'll see you in the skies, or more likely, hiding behind a rock.